This. This is a press conference for Yellow Fried Chicken's asshole. What the fuck I'm looking at, buddy? Get out of here, asshole.
Yellow Fried.
Who is GACKT to you? The vocalist of Malice Mizer GACKT? Crazy TikTok GACKT?
Bad.
The actor GACKT?
さようなものがここにあるとは思われませぬ。
神仏がこのわしが信じられぬか。
私が信じぬのは戦をする神や仏です。
ならばその証見せてやろう。
Banana commercial guy.
贅沢な甘さとコク、間違いない完熟王ゴールドプレミアム極上炭振る。
Whatever it is, GACKT is undoubtedly one of Japan's most famous and recognizable media icons. And if you are from my Insta, you know he is basically what my content is centered around. GACKT is a massive name in visual K and J-Rock, who also has so much lore, he can probably get his own TV series. Bro is literally everywhere, and he has so many stories, it'd be hard to cover in just one video, so I will have this be part 1, and part 2 will come out later on. So be sure to like and subscribe, it's free and a big help to me. Now, let's get straight into it, the history of GACKT. So GACKT was born as GACKT Oshiro on July 4th in 1973 in Okinawa, Japan, with GACKT being his name and what he is known as in Japan, and GACKT being adopted by Western audiences for some reason, although he would take that name officially later on. Anyway, GACKT was born in Okinawa to a Ryukyuan family with 2 siblings. GACKT has noted that his parents were especially strict. With his father being a music teacher, GACKT was put to learn piano at age 3. He has said that it was like military discipline, as he initially hated the instrument. He would come to kind of like the instrument later on. His training got more difficult as he moved from city to city due to his father's job. He would repeatedly change instructors, but his parents would eventually let him quit piano lessons. But GACKT would voluntarily return to his piano studies after losing a competition in middle school. GACKT has even said in an interview how he was inspired by Chopin in his younger years. How do you say that? Chopin? Chopin? Whatever. Anyway, this is what GACKT said about that fella. Chopin taught me the beauty, death, enjoyment, sadness, and the meaning of overlapping sounds. That music can give me courage. It's no exaggeration to say that Chopin is the foundation of my music. Yeah, and that's that. Anyway, GACKT actually had 2 near-death experiences when he was younger. First and foremost, GACKT's day actually saved him from drowning. But how does that happen? Let me turn my script here. Well, back in Okinawa, when he was younger, he would nearly die while swimming off the coast, and GACKT actually says after this, he would gain the ability to see and speak with dead people, which had people thinking he was weird, even his family. Later on, he would almost drown again when he was older in Okinawa as well, and this is where his day saved him. GACKT said a big wave took him, and he was sinking deeper into the water, where he couldn't see the light. In his head, when he was drowning, he began to apologize to everyone. I'm sorry to die this way, he thought. Suddenly, he remembered he hadn't had intercourse in months. That made him fight and swim out of there. But he said if he would have had intercourse prior to that event, his second drowning, he probably would have died. His other death experience was actually at the age of 10, where he was taken to the hospital due to gastrointestinal problems. We had to stay in the pediatric ward, where he would actually see many fellow patients who were also young children die. And this experience would also change his outlook on life. Anyway, GACKT had many near-death experiences, around 15 I read, but yep. Now, back to his early life. While being raised with enka and classical music, GACKT would become interested in rock in high school after discovering his passion for drums and guitar. GACKT would then move to Kyoto, where he would attend Kyoto Gakuen University while working various jobs, such as a casino dealer, which is probably what inspired him to become an avid poker player later on in life. GACKT would also be in the band, his first band, Kane's Feel, as a drummer before becoming the vocalist, finally leading the band. After this, GACKT would join Malice Mizer.
けどあいつビシッともしませんよ。無視。マジで？つったらこう。手でやっちゃってんじゃん。つったらこう。あ、ここまで。つったらこう。こうなるよっての教えてくれてるじゃん。すごい。水がかった。歯は少しある。じゃあ痛いんじゃん。親指をね。あ、下があるじゃん。親指をこう、よし、はい、置いて。
GACKT and Manasama first having dinner together in a ramen shop, where allegedly they didn't speak to each other. The two just sat quietly observing one another, with GACKT and Mana both think the other was mysterious and weird. GACKT has also said in an interview that meeting Cozy was quite funny as well, as he had a mustache like a, and I quote, Chinese man. Supposedly, I guess Manasama would normally be the one writing the music to a song, and GACKT would usually write the lyrics after Mana was finished.
頭に描く全てのイメージを現実化する。二次的なものではなくて三次元的に。
Anyway, GACKT's first single with Malice Mizer was Uruashiki Kamen no Shotaijo, and this kind of started Malice Mizer's commercial peak and kind of cemented their style as well. Voyage San Retar, I'm sorry for that pronunciation, would be released 8 months later, which got a live performance and DVD. And like I said in my Manasama vid, hit after hit was cranked out, like Bel Air, Gekka no Yasakyoku, Illuminati, and yeah, you get the point. But well, as we all know, GACKT would actually leave the band in 1999, with creative and financial disputes being a reason believed as to why. Shortly after, his close friend and drummer of the band, Malice Mizer, Kami, would pass away in his sleep, an event GACKT cited as a major motivation for his following solo work.
誰々みたいにとか、いわゆる二番煎じ的なものだと、所詮真似でしかないじゃないですか。それってそういうのを求めてやってるわけじゃないんで、僕らは僕らにしかできないことっていうのを考えてやりたいって思ってるんで、それがマリス・ミゼルだと思っているし、こうでなきゃいけないっていうのを僕ら自身が決めると面白くなくなるじゃないですか。僕らがやれば全てそれはマリス・ミゼルの曲になってしまうし、それは誰が聴いてもきっとそう感じるだろうし、そういうふうに思ってやってますけれど。
So would begin GACKT's solo career. GACKT would start GACKT Job only months after leaving Malice Mizer, which was followed by his first single, Miserable. And I'm sorry for my pronunciation, but get it? Miserable, which was a massive hit, obviously. GACKT would also release Emu for My Dear and U plus K on his solo album Mars, which were both written for Kami and massive hits as well.
Up next is weather, Mr. GACKT.
明日は全国的に雨をなめる。雨をなめる。
Hey, Mr. GACKT.
雨をな
Are
め
you
る。
alright?
周りのどをなめる。今のど雨。
Mr.
雨をなめる。夕飯味覚と。
No!
In the same year, GACKT would release Vanilla, his second hot single, which insanely boosted his popularity. A bunch of GACKT's music would also be featured on anime and video games, And here is where GACKT started kind of transforming into the Unk we know today. Well, I'm gonna end it here for part 1. Like I said, part 2 will be coming out next week, so be sure to like and subscribe to see the next video. I will cover his career up until now. Thanks again, and leave your favorite Malice Mizer song below.
Bad. 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 Bad.